say expect the unexpected, and on More Sports today is the Austrian Bomber, Benedict Akwuegbu. Look, perhaps I think the first time you wore the green, white, green jersey, you must have gone down in history as the youngest ever to have done so. Because I know that you were scouted for the Scotland 89 team when you were in secondary school, JSS2 or JSS3 or something. Tell us here.
Yeah, I was in Simolumba College from when late Sabasi Emerson spotted me in Simolumba College.
Sebastian Bondrix.
From 2 in Simolumba College. I was the youngest player in that team. So that's how my career started, So from there, I took the chance and started playing for the national team.
Going for the Under-17 World Cup and talking about playing the qualifiers, you were in Form 2. JSS2 as they call it now.
Yes.
You probably should be around 12 years old or something.
No, I was around 14 years old, 15 years old when I was picked. I was the youngest player in the team, and I took my chance. I did so well, and I tried to make the team to Scotland. Those days we have players the likes of Benedict Akwuegbu, Gordon Opara, but I took my chance. And I said to myself, I have to do it. And I was lucky that I made it to my first World Cup in Scotland,
That team had a wonderful squad. Players like Victor Akwuegbu, Jide Ugotuashi,
Gordon Opara,
Andrew Akomogbe, Bobola Fayedo. I mean, Olusegun Fetuga. How was it like?
It was a fantastic experience, because it was my first time to go to World Cup and playing with so many talented players. It was something different, So after the World Cup, I took it upon myself that I will make sure I graduate to the senior national team. So I started training on my own, and thank God that I was taken to Scotland,
From Scotland, your career started. And you never looked back. When were you taken abroad for the first time?
I was taken to Racing Club de Lens in France, when they saw me in Scotland, the managers of Victor Akwuegbu, they now took me to France. So when I went to France, Racing Club, it was Premiership Club, it was a big team. They have Jules Bokande, Omobi, they have a lot of big names, and I did so well in France. I was the best young player. I won the top scorer in there. We won the cup in Grazer, under 20 cup. So I did so well in France, and that's how Belgian team saw me. They now brought me to go to Belgium. So when I was playing in Belgium, and I was lucky, Clement Westhoff came to watch a match. He came to watch Austrian Bomber, and he saw me playing. And that's how Clement Westhoff invited me to under 20 national team in Mauritius. So I was invited with Sandro Lise, with Tijani Babangida, So we went to Mauritius. It was a wonderful experience. I think it was Jeju Kocha's first international game. And Kano Wanko was in that team as well. He was on the bench. He didn't play any game. And we have Talibu West, So I did well in Mauritius under 20 Nations Cup. I even scored against Mauritius, So it was a wonderful experience to play from under 17 to under 20 to under 23 and to the Super Eagles.
Now, you left from there to play in Europe. As a little boy, how was it like getting to France, meeting top stars? Tell us about the experience.
It was a fantastic experience. I was the first Nigerian player to play in France.
Wow.
I was taken to Racing Club of Lens. Back in those days, they have Jules Bokande, Omo Boyik. Jules Bokande was a big star in Senegal. Amobi and a lot of big stars. And I was very young. I was 17 years old. I won the best young player in Lens. I won the title. I won the top scorer of the youth. And then eventually a Belgium team came for me. I made a mistake to leave France. I would have stayed longer in France, but I didn't have good managers. And because of money, they now took me to Belgium. But it was a fantastic experience playing in France. It was very nice.
You were taken from France to Belgium. To what club?
Yeah, I was taken from Racing Club de Lens from France to Eindracht House in Belgium. So I played in Belgium. I played a couple of years in Belgium. And then Clement Westerhoff saw me in Belgium and he invited me to under 20. And then I played in Mauritius under 20 national team. And that's where I met the likes of J.J. Okocha. It was his first game. And Kanu Wampo was on the bench. He didn't play any game. And also Taribo West was there as well. And Tijani Babangida. So we played in under 20 in Mauritius. And I scored against Mauritius. James Peter was our coach. And Clement Westerhoff. And it was a fantastic tournament for me. So I played in the under-20 national team. It was a good experience, and then from under-20 national team, I graduated to the senior national team.
So that team to Mauritius 93 was brimming with talents.
Yeah.
We had, look, Teslim Fatusi, Akomogbe, Okocha, Kanu, look, Taibo West and all. Yeah. But we failed to qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Were you haunted in any way by the failure to go to the World Cup at that time?
No, I think it really motivated me, to really push and go to the Super Eagles, because back in days I used to hear about Yakini, Rashidi Yakini, Christian Chubu, they were my heroes, Mudalawal, and my target was to put on that green and white green jersey just for one time. That was all my dream. Because when I was growing up in Samorumba College, I used to hear those big names. I used to hear Green Eagles of Nigeria. So my dream was to put on that jersey, and I ended up putting on.
What was your debut for the Super Eagles?
Yeah, my debut was in 1999 when we played against Burundi in the National Stadium, and I was lucky I won the silver medalist. We were unlucky against Cameroon, we would have gotten the gold. We have a fantastic squad. I think we have one of the biggest squad. We have the likes of Finidi George, we have Tijani Babangida, we have Sunday Ulisse, we have Taribo West in our team, Victor Ekweba, J.J. Okocha, Kanu Wampo. Our team was massive. We have Celestine Babayaro, So we have a fantastic team, but we were just unlucky. We have Mutu Adebuj, headmaster, So we are just unlucky that we couldn't win that cup. We are unlucky against Cameroon. Cameroon was very strong.
That's right.
They have Eto.
Yeah.
They have
Boma. Robert Song.
Yeah, Robert Song.
I mean, tight team.
It was a
Vivian Foe, Matt Vivian Foe, that.
So
at what point did you land in Austria? Because I think that was one move that now defined your career, because you were then to be known as the Austrian Bomber.
Yeah. When I landed, it was class up on Tala, he was a World Cup winner with German national team. He played for Bayern Munich for so many years. He won so many titles. He was a hero in Bayern. He was like Frank Beckenbauer. They played together. So he was one that marked Maradona out of the World Cup when Germany won the World Cup. So when Okontala saw me, he just took me that this guy will become a star. And when I signed for Grazer, under 6 months, I scored against Monaco. I scored against big clubs in Champions League. I was the best foreign player in Austria, And so many clubs came for me. And because of the kind of goals I score, that's why they call me the Austrian Bomber. You can also watch on YouTube. I scored some miraculous goals. So Austria was a fantastic place for me. People loved me so much, and that's why I decided to take their citizenship. I love Austria. They gave me the opportunity. You know, it was a wonderful team that I played for.
Play at the World Cup, first of all, and then you met greatest stars in world football. I have seen some of your images with Gabriel Batistuta, the David Beckham, and like. Walk us through your time at Korea, Japan.
Yeah, I think 2002 World Cup was my best career. It was my best time. The atmosphere was superb. You know, you get to meet the world best players, and I was lucky. I met David Beckham. We were friends. You know, we took pictures. We talked to each other. You know, he also told me to come to play in England. You know, and also Gabriel Batistuta. So I will never forget the memory of the World Cup. It was wonderful, you know. I played against Campbell and against Ferdinand. Ferdinand was the best defender, Ferdinand. They played against me, ball shows, and it was a fantastic experience. And today I thank God that I played at the World Cup, you know. It's not every player that have the opportunity to play at the World Cup, but going to World Cup is the highest thing that a player can dream of.
Throughout your career, club and national team, who was the most difficult defender or defenders you played against?
I think Campbell.
Campbell.
When I played England, so Campbell and Ferdinand, you know, they were.
You were Ferdinand.
Yeah, especially when I go for area ball, if Campbell was there, Ferdinand was there. I think they were the two most difficult defenders I played against.
And as a striker, I mean, when you play with a player, you say, look, this guy, anytime I play, he feeds me. You know, when you feed me, I go to score. Who was that midfielder that was your favorite at that point?
I think my favorite midfielder was Kulovic when I played for Grazer. When I make the run, he give me the ball. And we have Didier Ramush, who was very fast. Jorgen Stamford, they bring the balls. They don't waste time. So I score because I'm very powerful with the head. And also I use both legs. So when I make runs, they know how to bring the ball for me. Then I will score.
Which match was your most enjoyable match of all time?
Yeah,
you sit back every day. You want to play the match every day, play it again.
I think it's against England.
Really?
Because the atmosphere, about 60,000 people in the stadium.
That's right.
You know, and seeing a lot of stars playing against Michael Owen. Against
David Beckham, you know,
David Beckham,
you know,
Ferdinand.
That's right.
Ashley Cole, you know, Seaman.
David Seaman, yeah.
So it was wonderful. It was wonderful, and Gigi Kocha was playing behind me, you know.
That's right.
So it's something different, you know, when you see these kind of players, you know. So it was a wonderful match for me.
Yeah.
And I played 90 minutes.
That's
and
right.
I was supposed to score against. Siemens.
That's right. You had this beautiful opportunity.
A lot of opportunity.
Okay, now I want to ask you, tell us about that match that you just want to forget. You know, I know there's a scar on your head. I don't know if it happened during a football game, if that was your worst game ever. Just tell us about that game you want to forget. That game you want to wipe up the record.
No, the scar is when I was growing up. I got an accident. That's when I got this car. You can see that before I joined the national team, I had this car. It was when I was young that I got a motor accident.
Wow.
When I was maybe about 10 or 11 years.
A car accident?
Yeah. So
in Jos in Plateau?
In Jos in Plateau. Really, the match I want to forget is against Cameroon.
Oh.
You know, it's very painful, you know, because we lost some penalty, and even Victor Goba's goal was a
clear goal.
It was a clear goal.
Very clear goal. Yeah.
So it was very painful because we couldn't get the gold medalists. We couldn't become champions of Africa. So that's the match that really pained me so much in all my career.
You are someone who's played for the national team, and you've played under different coaches, you know, and all. You want to tell us about what you think is your all-time best 11 Super Eagles?
Yeah, my best 11 is number 1. I must choose Emmanuel Okala.
Okay.
Yeah. Then number 2, I will put Stephen Keshi. Then number 5, the captain of the team, Christian Chukwu.
Yeah.
Then number 6, I will put Uchoke Chukwu.
Okay.
Then number 3, I'll put Celestine Babayaro.
Okay.
Then number 4, I will put Mudalawal.
Okay.
Then number 7, I will choose either Finidi or Odagwami because they are the same kind of player.
That's right.
I will choose Shegun Odagwami as my number 7.
That's right.
Then number 11, I will choose Tijani Babangida because he's very fast.
Good.
And little. Then number 10, I will put JJ Okocha. Then number 9, I will put Victor Osimhen.
Oh.
Then number 8, Rashidi Yakini.
And you didn't put yourself.
No, I'm not sentimental. I must tell the truth. So this is my all-time 11. And I think this is the best 11. Christian Chukwu is the best leader. As the whole, for all-time Super Eagles, Christian Chukwu is a great leader.
So you mean Nigeria and indeed Africa has lost a wonderful footballer?
Yeah, he was a wonderful, he's a great leader.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so let's talk about Africa. Do you have like your sentiments about
Africa? We have like the likes of Abidi Pele. We have George Weah, you know. We have Semi Kofu. We have Anthony Yeboah. We have, don't forget, we have players like Jules Bokande.
That's right.
We have Roger Miller.
Roger Miller,
We have Samuel Eto'o.
That's right.
You know, so we have
Rabamaja.
We have Rabamaja.
You know, Landa Bellumi.
Yeah.
Great players at that time.
Yeah.
You know that.
So, but the thing is, we are not getting there. Africa has never won the World Cup, and Africa have a lot of talent scattered all over. Just take example of Nigeria. We lose players. So like look at Saka, look at David Alaba, look at so many of them. You know. So Africans, they should come and try to look at the bigger picture of winning the World Cup. We have to break that thing. Look at France. France, they won the World Cup. All the players are Africans. But at the end of the day, it's French that win the World Cup. So we should stop all this sentiment we are doing. Let us put the right people, you know, so that we can get what we want.
You see, you have stopped playing, but I know that you are still very much in the game. You have a football club right now.
Yeah.
What motivated you into going that way? Because I know it's capital intensive and all that.
These things I want to give back. I'm not doing it because I want to get something out of it. I love football. I'm passionate about this thing. I said these things earlier before on. I love football. I'm passionate. I can stake my life for these things, you know. So that's why I'm doing it. I want to help the young ones. I want to give back. I want to rise players. I want to encourage people. I want the young ones to look at role modeling, to look at legacy, not to look about money. So that's why I'm giving back. I want to help young people. I want to also bring out some players like me.
Tell us about your team. Where are you based? You know, how you do?
Yeah, my team is based in Jos. We play in League One, and my team is doing very well. I have my coaches, I have my players, and we're doing our best. You know, so I do my best to pay them, to make sure that my team, I want to bring back, I want to help. You know, that's why I also went into nursing, because I want to save life. You know, I want to help people. You know, that's what I want to be. You know, when I came out for NFF president, I said these things earlier on. I'm not coming there. I don't want their money. I don't want salary. I just want to come and bring my own quota. Even if I'm given opportunity to serve, I want to come and bring my own. I'm not doing it for money. Because I'm somebody I think about legacy. I told you about the history of going to World Cup and all of that thing stays in my memory, you know. So I have seen it all. I have played in so many leagues. You know it yourself. You know, I've played in Belgium, in Austria, in Germany,
in
France, you know, in Switzerland, you know, in Germany. So I have seen it all in football. I have traveled I've gone to more than 50 countries.
You've been all over the world.
So I know what it takes, you know. So these are the things. Africans, we have to come together, we have to unite, we have to look, why are we not winning the World Cup? What is the reason? Africa has not won the World Cup, and nobody is talking about that.
Now let's talk about Benedict Akwuegbu, life after football. So you went back to school and you studied health and social care.
Yeah, I went back to school. I have BSc Honors in health and social care. I did it for 3 years. And now I'm doing general nursing also. So I'm doing general nursing and becoming a nurse, and I want to save lives. That I have passion for this thing when I was growing up, So that's why I decided to go into nursing, and I want to do nursing, helping life, and also helping football players. Already I've taken a lot of players to Europe. You can also check. Last time I took about 3-4 players to Grazer. I paid their tickets. I pay everything for them to go for trials from my team. So what I want to do the next year is I want to help people. I want to save life. That's why I'm doing nursing. This is my passion. This is what I like to do. I have helped so many people in my life, and I will continue doing that. Even when I was playing as a football player, I can remember back in the days when I was in Belgium, I helped so many football players. I put them in my house, I get close with them. And these are the things that I like to do. It gives me joy and happiness. That's why I created a team called Ben Akwuegbu FC. You can go to Google. I bought a slot, I bought a car, everything, and I pay my players, my coaches. It's just to give back to the society and also bring my own quota, because I have the passion for this. So that's why I'm doing it, and I hope that everything goes so well.
You were a striker during your time.
Yeah.
Presently, Nigeria has got a striker that one can truly refer to as a world-class striker.
Yeah.
He's won the African Footballer of the Year.
Yeah.
He's won the Scudetto in Italy.
Yeah.
Presently, he's the highest goal scorer in the Turkish league.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
If you were to advise him,
Yeah.
what would be that advice? I mean, as a former striker to the present day striker.
Yeah, what I would advise him is that now he's on his peak, he's scoring goals. Now is the time to go to a big club. Yeah, so he should try to play in England, English league, maybe play for Manchester, Arsenal, or Real Madrid, or, so it's time he should come to Europe and play in a bigger team. Because when he plays in this team, it will bring his name out. He will become more star. People will value him more, For me, presently, he's a fantastic striker. He has the character, he fights. And you can see that he's a very dangerous striker. He's good on the air. He can score goals, And this is the things I always say. If we have a striker like that, we have look more at why are we not playing at the top? Why are we not dominating the African football? Why are we struggling to qualify for the World Cup? These are the things we keep on hammering all the time, We cannot have this kind of players. There is no way. We're supposed to be leading that group with 4 or 5 points. We're supposed to beat every team that comes to Nigeria 3-0, 4-0. We have got the players. But the problem is the system, the tactics, the formation, I said this even in the last Nations Cup. He's supposed to score so many goals. But you are playing one striker up front. When the area ball comes, when he goes for duels, how can he have the strength to score? So these are the things that we are saying. We have seen it all. I have played with so many world-class coaches. I played with Clement Westhoff. I played with Bonfrey Joe. I played with Klaus Ogontala. He's a World Cup winner. I played with Shoko Shakna. I played with Wano Grigorish. I played with Bongarts. I have seen.
You played with Amadou Shaibu. You played with Festus Oligbide.
I played with Stephen Keshi.
You played with Stephen Keshi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so this is the thing. We are lacking behind. We should stop pretending. We should stop giving excuse. These are the things. This is the problem I have with our country. When you lose, I lose. I work on my mistake. You get what I'm saying? Not you give excuse. this one, that one. No. We have players like Osimhen, we have players like Lukman, we have players like Simon, we have players like Kelechi Iheanacho. We have excellent players. Why are we struggling to? Why this is crazy. We cannot beat this people at home. We should first half we should give this one 3-0. You understand? So as Semenan, he's doing a fantastic job. He should keep it up. So I'm advising him he should not listen to people. He has to come to England, to Spain. That's where he belongs. Not in Turkish league.
The Super Eagles went so close also. Just like you went close at the 2000 Nations Cup.
Yeah.
They went close at the last one.
Yeah.
Where they also lost in the final to Cote d'Ivoire. Now, we are going to play another Nations Cup at the end of the year.
Yeah.
To be hosted by Morocco. What should we do? Because the expectations, we have got high expectations right now of this particular team. That look, it's now or never. What should we do? What are the things that should be done?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, preparation is very important, and also we have to play friendly games. Test the players, to try to know who fit each other, who plays in the midfield, who close the gap. These are some of the mistakes that we make, especially when the new coach is coming. You have to fix friendly games so that you can test the players in different positions. And it will be a very tough Nations Cup because Morocco, they are playing at home. It's a strong team. It will not be easy. As I always say, we have the likes of Ivory Coast. They are also powerhouse. They were a champion, and they would like to retain the title as well. And also Morocco is strong, Egypt is strong, Ghana is there. So Nations Cups are not always easy game. So we have to prepare very, very well. And as I said before, our performance for the moment is not good because we are supposed to be topping that league in the Nations Cup, in the World Cup qualifiers. And we are still struggling to qualify with the caliber of players we have. We have a lot of world-class players scattered everywhere, and we are losing a lot of players. As I said to you, a lot of the likes of David Alaba, he plays for Real Madrid, Saka, and so many of them. We must have a database. We must have ex-players. We have to engage more ex-players into the team. We have to give them scout, so that they can fish out some of all these players. I see that Nigeria, they have the capacity to win the World Cup. We have all what it takes to bring that World Cup, the first ever World Cup, to Africa. But the problem is that we have to create the structure. We don't have that structure. We have to carry everybody along. We have to bring the people, include people inside, to work on the ground, to fish out all these talents that has gone playing for other countries. And you will see we have a very strong national team. And we must also give the coach chance. We must give the coaches time to explore. We don't give them time to explore. We're always in a hurry. Football must not be in a hurry. You have to build the structure. When West South came, it was the same thing. They gave him a free hand. He built a team. He built that structure, Every time when a coach comes, they want things to change overnight. It doesn't work like that in football. This coach is new, He needs to understand the mentality of the Nigerian players. He needs to know the atmosphere. He needs to acclimatize, to the system, to the culture and all of that. It's the same thing when you go to another country. When I played in Chinese, it was the same for me as well. When I played in Chinese, it was different. I saw them and see they were little.
Yeah.
And I saw I score goals. Right. And when I came, before I controlled the ball, they take the ball. And I have to go back and learn the way they play. So this is the mistake we make in Nigeria. We want things to change overnight. It will not happen. Every day we keep on bringing new coaches. It will not work. We need time. We need to build a structure. We need a situation whereby all the national team will play the same philosophy, the same style of play, under 17, under 20, the same way, the women, everything. We have long way to go. If we keep on bringing coach, bringing this one, doing this one. It will not work.
Basically, you are into club management now.
Yeah,
you
I'm
own a
a
club,
yeah.
you know. But you see, we still look like we are very far. When we look at club management in Africa, look at TP Mazembe.
Yeah.
They've played at the Club World Club Cup. They have their own private airline. You know, look at Zamalek. Look at South Africa. They have 3 clubs in the semi-finals of the CAF Continental Championships. 3 clubs. Nigeria didn't even have any that went beyond the group stage. You know, just one, and was just the group stage, and that's it. What is the problem?
I think the biggest problem we have is that the governments are managing the clubs, most of the clubs in Nigeria. That's one of the biggest problems. If we have the likes of Dangote, Adenuga, all the big companies, if they can take over the club and become self-owner of the club because they want to make profit, that way they can monitor selling of players, they can buy players of merit, and also we make the officiating, let it be good. It's not when they go to Kano, they are fighting, so people will not want to come to stadium. So when we have these big companies, they own the club, they know the club belongs to them, so they can monitor how they sell players, they can monitor the gate takings, they can monitor anything. But the problem we're having today is that most of all the clubs are run by government. So any politicians that becomes the governor, he puts his people to run the club. So there's no continuity. So when another governor comes, he puts his own people. So it continues like that. So there's no continuity. There's no check and balance. So some of all these clubs, they sell players, they don't give accountability. So people don't come to stadium to watch, So the club, they don't generate money with gate takings. The club, when they sell players, so there's no accountability, and the big companies are not funding this club because also, I remember when I played for Mighty Jet, they have NASCO Jet. It was wonderful. They have Gibrox. But why did these companies pull out? Because these fans, they fight in stadium. They killed, and it was a big, and then NASCO Jet withdraw because of the fans. So we have to re-educate the fans. Football is fun. They can win you at home. You can win anywhere. When they make it a fair play, you can go to Bauchi and win. You can go to anywhere and win. Then when the companies, they see they can get their money back, people will come to stadium. Then they will get more foreign players.
I agree with you.
People will now coming to stadium to watch. They have Leventis, United, Abiola Babes,
Excise Packers.
Yes, the companies. But why did they pull out?
That's right.
Because people are fighting in stadium, and this is why some of the companies don't want to invest. They are not generating money with football. And the fans are intelligent because when they go to football, they don't do it on merit, unlike before. When you see the players of 3SC, they have Owalabi, Felix Owalabi, people will go to stadium. So the big problem is unless the big companies start buying the clubs, paying the salary, doing it as business, so then there will be competition. They will now, this is one of the problems.
Thank you very much for being on the show with us. We wish you the very best going forward. How is life treating you in England?
I'm so happy in England. I'm enjoying it so well. I'm in the university studying my general nursing
now.
Yeah, and I'm happy everything is going on smoothly with my club.
Thank you very much for being on the show, Benedict Akwuegbu.
Goodbye.
That's more sports for you. Trust us, we'll be coming in with another big fish. Just stay with us on all our social media platforms, and then you will always be glad you did. Thank you.